So, we're back for another episode of Believe in Boyt with this Espathra team that was built in a Metify coaching session. If you're interested in using the team ID is in the top right, as well as in the description with a poke paste. Let's not quite get into some battles just yet, because it was recently announced that I was part of the commentary team for the Liverpool Regionals that is happening this weekend. So make sure that you go and check that out on Victory Road VGC. That is where you'll be able to find all the action for the Liverpool Regionals. Also, because of that, I'm going to be incredibly limited with my time, unfortunately, this week. So I'm going to be pausing the Believe in Boyt. This will be the last one for this week. I will be returning again next Monday. So I'll be on hold for a week, just so that I can definitely be prepared for the Liverpool Regionals and actually be at the Regionals itself. So I am too crunched for time to be able to do this for a week, but I will definitely be returning next Monday. Now let's get into some battles. Gomorrah, it's been a while. I mean, that's Emilio Forbes' team, right? So that would just be the max speed choice specs one. So what to do for this? See if I can remember the sets. Can't remember what the Masquerada item was. Oh well, I'll just have to make it up. Espathra is actually pretty good here. Espathra could be quite nice, because Lumina Crash breaking through the special defenses of the Dondozo is also pretty sweet. So, what do they do for Mousehold and Annihilate? That's always the question with this team, initially. I do want to bring the Magnezone for sure. Magnezone is just fantastic here. As far as I remember, they are Terra Flying. They do have Earthquake, so I do need to be careful of that, but they don't have Wave Crash. So, that doesn't really help me in this one. But anyway, yeah, Annihilate Mousehold, what do they do for that? Should be right to go with that, right? Magnezone is very good here. Azumarill is also pretty good here. Salamence, yeah, it's alright. Intimidate's not bad, but... And Espathra is actually not bad here either. It'd be weird not bringing a Azumarill. Yeah, it would be weird not bringing a Azumarill. Espathra's, like, not bad, but Azumarill is still very good here. I can see what their Annihilate Mousehold counter is for this one. That is a cool trainer card. Like, my one's cool as well, but that's a cool trainer card. Talonflame Sylveon, okay. So I guess I do want to Terra Poison with the Annihilate. However, I would have liked to do it with the Magnezone. I am Weakness Policy, though, actually. Might be worth just encoring the Talonflame immediately into Tailwind. They could just Brave Bird as well, actually. Yeah, if I do Terra, not the Magnezone, that's not ideal. It would be nice to get a Rage Fist off. I'm going to Super Fang and Rage Fist the Sylveon, because I'm going to get my Weakness Policy and I'll KO the Sylveon. They do just immediately Brave Bird, okay. So with the Friend Guard, does this save me? No, it does not. What? I was going to say, like, what? This still KOs the Sylveon, you know, like that's alright, because now that's 100 base power Rage Fist, but that was not okay. That critical hit was ridiculous. At least the Super Fang connects, but Sylveon should be KO'd by this. And I did preserve my Terra, so I'm content with that. I don't think that would have KO'd 100 base power without Weakness Policy. It'd have been close. Do they bring in a Pokemon with spread type attacks here? Talonflame's broken its Gale Wings as well, but that doesn't matter because all my Pokemon are slower anyway. Although I can Aqua Jet before I Brave Birds now, so that is still notable. You'd assume it would be Dondozo coming in here, right? So it could just go for Earthquake. Well, I guess Tatsugiri could Muddy Water as well. That would also be not unreasonable. But taking a Sylveon quickly was very good. And it's Meowscarada, so there is no Dondozo waiting in the back. I'm content with that. So this can very easily just be a Follow Me and a Drain Punch into Meowscarada, right? I see no downsides at all to that. I guess a Protect on Meowscarada and a Taunt on Talonflame would be worst case. I mean, if it's banned in Meowscarada, or not Focus Sash, I should say, then I'm sorted. I can't remember if it was or not. But no protects, so that's pretty good, because then I can just Aqua Jet KO the Meowscarada afterwards. And they're slowly just chipping themselves away. Like, they're definitely in Aqua Jet KO range with the Talonflame now. They will be with the Meowscarada also. Does this KO with my bulky Mousehold? I did think it still would, so... But that's fine. Either Meowscarada goes down to Sash or it gets KO'd, and then I can just go for Aqua Jets and protect. It's Life Orb. Perfect. Perfect. So Weakness Policy, Annihilate is still showing its worth for sure. Bit of a shame about the critical hit, because I'd have been super healthy here. But I'll take at half, given that the Talonflame is in Aqua Jet KO range. But then, if I bring in the Azumarill, they are going to go for Terra Flying, so that they don't get KO'd by the Azumarill. And I'm Terra Grass, so if they bring in the Glamora, then I would like them to lock themselves into Sludge Bomb, because then they can't hit the Magma Zone. Yeah, that's a good bait, because Aqua Jet into the Terra Flying... Yeah, there's Glamora. Aqua Jet into the Terra Flying Talonflame, with the Brave Bird recoil they'll take from attacking Annihilate, should KO them, right? So I will Aqua Jet, and I will just... Rage Fist as well? I don't know. Yeah, I'll Rage Fist. It's stronger than Drain Punch, and I don't need the HP at this point. Because if I just get off the attack, I'm sorted. There's got to be Terra Flying, right? So that you survive the Aqua Jet. And if it's not, I just win. But, you know, it could be Terra Grass on the Glamora, but that would also be fine for me. No Terras at all. That's fine. So, game is over. Weakness Policy is still very, very good on Annihilate. They do lock on Sludge Bomb, they have lost. Because it is choice specs. So, even if they could deal with my Annihilate, like, Annihilate resists anyway, but Magnezone's just immune. Does this even KO? Like, +2 might KO, actually, because they got no HP investment. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, Weakness Policy is still so good, and the Toxic Spikes wouldn't have mattered anyway, because Magnezone is also still a Steel type. That was a pretty sweet game. That was a good showing for Weakness Policy Annihilate right there. I still think it is one of the strongest, if not the strongest item on the Annihilate, but that is a super cool trainer card. Pretty standard. That is fair enough. So, I know Mousehold still looks very good. Though Amoonguss actually no. You know, I'm safety goggles, so actually Amoonguss wouldn't be an issue. I can go with this. That seems still fine to me. Espathra, it's fine. Salamence, again, it's fine. Magnezone is pretty good if the Volcarona disappears, and even if not, then I can just tear it into the water, and then so long as Magnezone, not Magnezone, Meowscarada has disappeared, then Magnezone is still good. So I will bring Meowscarada. I will bring Magnezone. I'm not confusing the names at all. Azumarill, reasonable. So the last slot is basically just up for grabs. And I think the Salamence is probably the smartest. Yeah, I think that should be fine. The fact that there's Amoonguss does lean me much more towards going with the Mousehold here, because that was the entire point of having safety goggles on it. So those are cool trainer cards. Like, we're getting some cool trainer cards in this one. There is Amoonguss, so not too worried about that one. So, to start off with, do I need to bulk up at all? Because are they just going to go for Rage Powders? I can just afford to beat up, right? So if I go for beat up and I Terra Poison, then the Flower Tricks do nothing, and then I can just Rage Fist KO the Amoonguss, right? That's like the entire point. I don't think I needed Terra Poison as such, but oh well, too late now. And the Terra Poison was just, like, you know, theory, like, Poison Garganicle, or Garganicle on the regional. This also resists Flower Trick, so why not try it out? Also resists Fairy as well. But yes, here is the Safety Goggles. Not the biggest fan of safety goggles on mouse hold, but it's going to work out here. No, it's not! Oh, no, I didn't think about that. Oh, no. Oh, that was genius. No! That's not allowed. Oh, that's not good. Right, so here then, I guess I'm now encoring the Amoonguss into... That was really smart. That's sick. That's really good. I'm encoring the Amoonguss into Rage Powder so it can't spore, and I will bulk up here. But that was... Oh yeah, and a Rocky Helmet as well. They're so ready for this. Like, they were ready. But, yeah, I will now change tactics. They are going to continue Rage Powdering. Should survive this, right? Oh no, I was... Yeah, I do. I was way lower than I thought I was, but... Yeah, I still survive. My EV spreads are pretty good. Go and check them out in the description. Because now I'm inclined to switch out the mouse hold into Salamence. I could easily take a knockoff on the way in, but I am still inclined to do so. Now, is there anything wrong with another bulk up? Probably not, right? Because then I can go for Tailwind and +2 Annihilate Sweep, potentially. That was very, very nice. Nicely done with the knockoff with the safety goggles. Although this is a bit slow for them at the moment as well. To be fair, they're locked into Rage Powder. Like, they could have just been sporing if I didn't encore, but this is doing alright. If they change to knockoff, then that's not doing much damage to me because I'm going to intimidate them. I'm fine with that. That's absolutely fine. So I should theoretically be able to just go for Tailwind and Rage Fist into the Amoonguss now, right? Although I am still at just 50 base power. Is it worth considering just another bulk up? No, I need to attack the Amoonguss just this turn so that them Flamethrower KOs. So I will Tailwind, and they've only got one turn of Encore left, right? 2 turns. Oh, okay. So I don't necessarily need to at this point. It is going to be Tailwind. Drain Punch is just a little bit weaker, but will recover my HP. I'm considering another bulk up. I'm just going to Rage Fist the Amoonguss. This is fine. Just Golden Go, that's also fine. Because now this is going to put the Amoonguss into the Flamethrower range, and I'll be able to go for Flamethrower. And do I consider going for Drain Punch into that going to be Steel-type Golden Go? I'm strongly considering it. That's absolutely Flamethrower range. Now, how baller am I? Protect is the correct play. Because then I get to scout, do they turn into a Steel type? However, I'm punching the Golden Go. I was a fool! Rage Fist was just a win. They outplayed me there, for sure. Most turn into Steel types. Because when you're facing down the super effective Ghost, most turn into Steel types. I should still survive, but you know, if the Meowscarada has Sucker Punch now, that's not good. Is it just Nasty Plot or is it Make It Rain? It is just Make It Rain. That was a good play from them, not tearing. But my bulk is still very good. Please do not have Sucker Punch. It is Life Orb, okay. There is the Meowscarada. So now... Or can I survive a Sucker Punch if I switch into the Mouse Hold? Is that worth? That might be worth. Now my Rage Fist is actually pretty active, so... Yeah, I'm going to switch in and I'm going to Rage Fist the Golden Go. should have switched into Magazine actually, because that's not going to take any damage from the Make It Rain. So that might have been better to consider. But if this allows the Annihilate to survive, I attacked the wrong Pokemon. But if it allows the Annihilate to survive, then that would have been okay. But it was Sucker Punch. But my assumption that Friend Guard was enough was correct. So not the worst thing that could have happened. Because now I can follow me and Rage Fist the Golden Go pretty safely. So how many times have I been attacked? It's twice, right? Anyway, follow me, and oh no, wait, I could encore the Annihilate into the Meowscarada into Sucker Punch, because surely you don't Sucker Punch on this turn as I follow me, and then the Sucker Punch will fail because it's the last turn of Tailwind, right? That's maybe a bit too advanced. And yet, I've already made one foolish play. Let's make another. Right? I'm still in Tailwind, right? Yeah. I'm going to Encore the Meowscarada, and I am going to still Rage Fist the Golden Go. Is my logic going to prevail? Because then I can follow me on the Sucker Punches as well. Okay, don't get burnt. I'm not Fire-type Terror, so... Okay, I did not get that correct. Because if I'd have just gone for follow me on that turn, they were screwed. But, oh well. They outplayed me once again. I'm getting too risky with these. My logic is failing me. Because, like, turn into a ghost so you survive the Rage Fist did not work. Surely you don't Sucker Punch on the follow me did not work. So, now what? And I can't Terror anymore, so things are not looking good. So it is Salamence. No, this isn't going to work anymore. Because I can follow me on this Sucker Punch, but that's not going to help me enough. Unless Draco crits, and then I crit the Flamethrower afterwards. So I did get too cocky there. Because if I did just follow me, Volcarona disappears, and then I just follow me and Rage Fist, and I still win. So I did get a bit too ahead of myself. I think my logic was still fine, but I definitely got ahead of myself. So, and if this is just Heat Wave, then I just lost anyway. This crits. That'd be nice. It connected. It never does that. And just Heat Wave for the win. Fiery Dance. Not quite for the win, but effectively. Because there isn't anything I can do now. -2 special attack elements. I guess the Magnezone is okay. But it has to be Tailwind and Thunderbolt into the Volcarona, but then I don't evenly outspeed the Meowscarada, so that doesn't help me. And if I protect the Salamence to try and preserve it, then they'll just Fiery Dance KO the Magnezone, so that doesn't work. And they have to be Adamant Meowscarada as well, and I need Thunderbolt full power them. Because I haven't even broken the sash on the Meowscarada. Yeah, I couldn't see any other way out of this. So I should outspeed now, yeah. That will KO. If they Shadow Ball, then I'm still in it, but this has got to be a Make It Rain. It is just Shadow Ball. Okay. Actually, no, that's worse for me. Make It Rain was better than Shadow Ball into Salamence. Shadow Ball into the Magnezone still gives me a chance, because then I still keep Salamence. But this is very much over at this point. We'll see if they're adamant. And we'll see if I get a full para. That's the only way out at this point. But yeah, I definitely got ahead of myself. Like I had plays that obviously would have won, and the standard play would have won. Whereas I out-logicked myself. Or I played Logic Chicken, is like how I like to look at it. They're jolly, by the way. Full power? No, not even. That seems unnecessary. But, yeah. Logic chicken. I was following a train of logic, and I went too far. They cut off the logic earlier than I did. It was incredibly brave to just sucker punch an Annihilate that's next to Mousehold. I went way too advanced with my thing. It's like, they're not going to sucker punch, therefore I can encore, and then they'll be locked into sucker punch, but it will be a neutral priority and underspeed me. But no, they outplayed me. It's very easy to just say, why would you ever make this play? But I got outplayed. Like, you know, it worked. Even though it was a surprising play and fails against the standard play, you know, it's called a prediction. That's what it is. It's always annoying to get out-predicted, given the fact that I was going for heavy predictions, like, you know, a Drain Punch into a Golden Go expected to be Steel, and Encore into the Sucker Punching Meowscarada that wasn't supposed to Sucker Punch, but there we go, outplayed.